Liam, you've done 15 films based around the idea that someone has stolen, kidnapped someone near and dear. There we go. Near and dear to you. We're running out of synonyms for the word taken. Could you tell us something about why you've chosen to do it again? Well, actually, that was this one time when I was in Northern Ireland during the struggles and I wanted to kill a black man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Person just there like...
I can't believe that any of that.
Wow, okay.
Fine.
Thank you for sharing.
The point? Yes.
Shit.
Can you imagine? It's just PR people literally just start sweating. And
No!
Like the Key and Peele sketch.
He was like he was such a safe bet. Like, you didn't have to worry that he was going to come out and say things because people love Liam Neeson and they love when he does films where he plays an angry guy that's going to kill some people so that he can get his child back.
Yeah.
The film, didn't they pull the film or they did something really drastic? Like, it was supposed to have its like
release.
Yeah, and
but in fairness to Liam Neeson, I do feel a little bit of sympathy for him. Because
I think he had a point to make, and he made it very badly.
Yeah, that is 100% why.
An unneeded point.
No, it's not an unneeded point. That's my.
No. I do think in the context of that film, it was unneeded.
No.
It's fine to say that as just as like a separate thing, but he actually cost a lot of people a lot of money.
Yeah, no, that's
and
true.
And because of the way he said it, came across very racist.
Yeah, he basically it was a point that needed to be had, and a question that needs to be kind of asked and answered. But he articulated it in such a bad fucking way that no one's ever going to want to have that conversation again. And that's a really bad thing.
Yeah.
Because the idea is of that whole thing is, obviously, my background is in psychology. Mm-hmm. So, you know, when he talks about that kind of going through he finds out that thought process, you go to the in and out group, which is the idea that it's them via us. Mm-hmm. And in that moment of like extreme kind of stress, I understand why he thought that in a psychological way. I get that.
What was his exact quote again? Does anyone know?
It was
he said literally during that period of time in Ireland, he had someone close to him who was raped. Mm-hmm. This is where it starts to get like, you didn't take the obvious decision. But this is a long time ago. Anyway, he gets angry, and instead of asking this woman if she was okay, if she needed any support, if she needed a hug, a cup of tea, just like, to relax, he said, describe this guy for me. She said she didn't know who he was, she couldn't recognise him. All she could say was that he was black.
Goes, is he black? Because I heard that he said, what colour is he?
Okay, he might have asked what colour.
Because I think that's worse. Because for example, if he'd straight away said, what colour is he, I think that's a lot worse.
And
then if he just said...
And then he went on to say that he spent the next couple of weeks pacing... Okay, well, he spent a period of time pacing around, drinking a lot, hoping, to quote him, some black bastard would start something with him so that he would get the opportunity to kill a black person.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because he then said that... But the important part about this, though, that you didn't mention, is the way he said after that. Is that he said after a week he realised how ashamed he was that he fought like that.
Right.
And that's the point that is something that
I think it's because that's not the way that he phrased it.
Exactly, and this is the problem. He made a big
part around the black bastard bit.
Yeah, not
because
a bit.
The way that he said, I think I can literally quote him when I say that it was like, I'm sorry for having fought this, but that black bastard, and it's like.
He just articulated it so badly.
Yeah.
Like, because the thing is...
We can assume that you thought bad things about black people because you're telling us that you went out and you tried to kill someone.
Yeah.
Because of the colour of their skin. You don't need to then elaborate it in that way. But I don't know, that goes back to the Michael Jackson thing, I guess. Did I need to know the very fine details of how Michael Jackson would abuse kids?
Would it have, would it have affected or informed your thoughts about him differently if it hadn't been that explicit?
No, but thinking that I do understand how it's more targeted towards the people that believe that he was innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you therefore you have to kind of shock them.
But people who think that he's innocent don't want to watch the documentary.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah, because...
Yeah.
I think whether you like someone or not, you need to know.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Say that, but then like as soon as I see something about Brexit, I'm like...
Oh, God.
Make it stop! Make it stop!
It's so boring!
Literally. Yeah.
It's so boring.
But I mean, it's like, it's insane how you can have something so boring and scary at the same time.
Yeah,
boring.
Boring.
It's like they say you can't be scared and happy at the same time. Well, this is getting pretty close.
Yeah, yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Are you happy?
Yeah, because it's kind of fun to watch everything crumble because it's their own fucking fault. But then, at the same time, I'm like, it is their own fucking fault.
Well, it's going to affect us.
Exactly.
Like,
so it's terrifying, but also kind of funny because like we look like idiots, and you have that self-hating British self. So you I'm like, yeah, look at this, and then
and
I'm
on
like,
the flip
oh,
side,
no.
you have someone like the Prime Minister of New Zealand.
Oh yeah, who's being like a human,
like an actual
like an actual human person.
Being like, oh yeah, this is how you lead a nation. This is how you like work through a crisis.
Do you know what my favourite part of the last 4 days stories about her have been?
Yeah.
Do you know she used to be a DJ?
Really?
Yeah, she went from being a DJ to the Prime Minister in like a good 10 years.
Wow.
It was amazing.
That's a glow up that I...
That is
glow up.
That is right there.
But to return to the Michael Jackson thing, I was quite surprised.
He was also a DJ.
He was an MJ.
Oh no. Just,
Sorry,
you didn't say that loud enough. Can you repeat the joke?
It's probably picked up on the old mic, don't it?
Yeah.
Not a DJ, an MJ.
She said it, guys.
Just in case you didn't hear it already when it's right next to his mouth.
I was quite surprised by how many people on my social media defended him and said
I've seen a few
that it just didn't add up, and the whole MJ innocent thing, which makes me, and it's impossible now to take him to court over this stuff. All you've got is allegations now for like the rest of time. When is a jury by media an acceptable thing?
Well, here's actually something I meant to say earlier, and I have now been realised again of now, is that
it's like art attack.
What needs
Here's
to
something I meant to say earlier.
So it's something that I heard on another podcast that someone else had done, which they made a really good point. Is that the people that say there's like people on like the very left that like go after like everyone for doing like for tweeting something wrong or something like this. They need to work out. I think everyone does need to kind of have an idea of what redemption means now, because it doesn't mean the same thing it meant 5 years ago. For example, like people on the very far left, if you're a prisoner, for example, they would very happily have you released early and no one go to no prison kind of thing. If you get what I mean. But if you say one bad thing about someone else on Twitter, they want your career to be over. And that doesn't add up. That does not add up in any way, shape or form. And this has happened because of the internet and social media as it is. So we need to decide what a punishment is for all these different things. Because they're being treated at the moment, especially I think especially like the Me Too movement and things like that. It all seems to be kind of the same in that it's all kind of like if you do one thing, depending on the scale, like a prison sentence would work. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So is everyone allowed redemption, you reckon?
I think you've got to believe that.
Everyone.
I mean, I'm actually now I've said that no, not everyone.
What do you think?
I think that people should be given a chance. Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah.
I think it does believe on the severity of some shit. Like, If it is,
I think like if they turn around and they do it again.
No, but what if?
But the whole point of prison is to stop that.
But like, what if?
I don't think prison works.
No, prison doesn't work. That's a whole different ball kettle of fish.
Yeah.
Ball game, kettle of fish, sun dried, whatever. That's a whole different thing.
Redemption, I don't mean necessarily just a prison sentence, but should
I believe.
So you mean should they be forgiven in the eyes of people?
I think they have to show that there is.
No, but as in, like, I'm saying, is there a process for any kind of crime?
See that
for a person to go through which, if they come out of, can then be reinstated back to as a normal part of society?
I don't think that works though, because like I feel like the amount of redemption you need is dependent on the crime or the event, and therefore I feel like it's really hard to put someone. This is what I think is the problem.
Yeah.
Is that you have, for example, Aziz Ansari, who nearly lost his career over a bad date.
Right.
Which is right. Whereas you've got someone like Harvey Weinstein, who was a monster, and those two have both had more or less the same. Well, obviously not the same. Like Harvey Weinstein is obviously far more because it's. But they haven't. There's not a guideline of whether.
Do you mean they've had the same amount of shunning?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Yeah, and my point is we're not the same amount of shunning.
By no means.
No,
the same.
My point is that they haven't got the guideline. As in no one really knows how to deal when things like this happen. Mm-hmm. Then because we haven't moved on to working out how to do that, and because of that, you kind of got this weird thing where, like, if you say something on Twitter that's, I don't know, I keep using Twitter, it's a really bad example, but you get what I mean? Like,
I think Twitter's a good example. Yeah. I think Twitter
a lot of shit goes on Twitter.
Twitter's pretty fucking horrible.
That's why I don't have one.
Yeah, same.
I have one, and I actually quite enjoy it, but I think that you have to use it in a certain kind of way. I think that the reason why I enjoy it is because it's different to Facebook for like comparing people's lives, because people on Twitter tend to just joke about something terrible that's happened to them, and then it's more relatable, whereas people on Facebook kind of post pictures of themselves on holiday and go, this is amazing, my life is amazing, and like,
oh god,
today
going back to the propaganda
today I did nothing but sun myself, and it's like, well, today I sat at my desk and
I've seen
and that's
3 people like aggressively defend Michael Jackson on Facebook, like, and I'm talking like the stuff that they were saying was fucking disgusting, like about the people that accused him and stuff like that. Like they were like,
how dare they?
If it had been how dare they? if only it had been how dare they? Like it was some of the most aggressive shit.
Okay, let's not go into like the fine details.
I'm not saying it. Okay. But my point was that it's really bad. Yeah. And but it's multiple people that are just. It's like there's a difference between defending someone and like outright attacking the victims.
So there's definitely some like very strong polarization.
Oh god.
Okay, so then do you think that it's possible to defend someone without attacking the victim? At the end of the day, as soon as you say that MJ is innocent, you're saying that they're liars.
Yes, but I think there's levels to which you can go to, right?
Yeah.
You can say, I think the very basic level is you can say, this person's innocent, so therefore it is implied that you are lying. I think what Jordan's saying is, if you go beyond that and attack them personally,
that's a different
but you don't know what they view as a personal attack. You don't know when it begins to be a personal attack for someone. If you're saying that they're innocent, that is for me a personal attack, because you're saying that my experience isn't real.
Okay.
Well, no,
But then that's just having an opinion, though, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's saying like I don't believe what you're saying.
I can have like, I think there's a detraction from what is actually like. If I say that he is not guilty, I'm not personally attacking you. But if I say he's not guilty and those fuckers are lying, then I am. See, like there is. I feel like there's an element.
One's implied, the other's like explicitly stating it.
I'm half playing devil's advocate here,
I get you,
and I'm half like pushing you to be quite explicit in what you mean. I still would argue.
So I think where you can draw the line is where you can agree and disagree with a statement that a person makes.
Yeah.
Whether that statement is like an opinion or an allegation, right? But attacking someone's character
Yeah.
and their attributes is where it's
No,
like,
I think when you've got something as personal as an abuse case, a child abuse case, or a sexual abuse case of any kind, no matter what you do, it's always going to be personal.
Well, then you can't really do it without attacking the victim, I guess, is the answer to that question. Because if for example, because
but that's the thing. I think if you want to define any agreement or disagreement as a personal attack, then you can say, well, some personal attacks are okay, other personal attacks are not. Again, where do you draw the line?
I think all personal attacks are alright. Because if we live in a world of free speech, you can't decide that you can and can't.
So why were then you so surprised to read these comments that these people have made on Facebook?
Well, I wasn't surprised. I believe you can say it,
right.
But I just doesn't mean I agree with it.
Okay.
Because you can say what the fuck you want.
I was quite surprised by some of the people that came forward and said.
That's my biggest point. Is that it was the fact that
they're among us.
my
friend.
But it was more the fact like I 100% like support their right to an opinion.
Yeah.
But I don't think what they were saying was right.
Yeah.
Like it was horrible stuff. But I don't have a problem with them saying. Well, I do have a problem with saying it. I think it's disgusting. But I will fight for their right to say it.